Hey guys, it's Brittany. Sorry about missing a few times. I'm really bad at this, especially last week. But I got the questions here on my laptop. I am taking a break from homework, and my summer class hasn't even started yet. But yeah, I need a break, so I'm like, might as well just film. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Give me a second. Okay. Hopefully they didn't really see what I got off the door, but it deals with the video. Okay. First I have Katie's questions. She asked me, what's my favorite album of all time? I don't know my favorite album of all time, but I can name a few of my favorite albums. I think my favorite all-time low album so far is Future Hearts. Next to it would be Nothing Personal. I love American Idiot by Green Day. I mean, I have their flag of the album. That's my favorite by them. I can't decide which Escape the Fate album I like more, because I have all three that Craig are on, and I'm like, ooh, which one do I like more? I don't know. So, just leaving it at that, because I don't really know how to answer this question. Okay. Second one, if you can travel anywhere around the world, where would it be? Japan. I think everyone in the channel knows by now, I plan to go to Japan one day. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I don't know how I'm gonna make it happen without a job. But as soon as I get a job, I'm gonna start saving for Japan. Okay. Next, for Jenna's questions. Let's scroll up. She asked me, what is your favorite amusement park ride? Okay, I go to Universal a lot because I have a year pass. I haven't been to Disney since like 10th grade. That was so long ago. I don't even want to think about how many years ago that was. But if we're talking about, since I'm talking about Universal, since it's like the main park I go to, is my favorite one right now is Gringotts. The second one is Rip Ride Rocket. Those are in Universal Studios, not Islands of Adventure. But if we're talking about Islands of Adventure, it would be Hulk, then Dueling Dragons. Everyone pretty much still calls it Dueling Dragons here. If you're wondering, oh, what's Dueling Dragons? I haven't heard of it, because they got a name change to Dragon's Challenge. It's basically the same thing. It's the same ride, just different name change because Harry Potter. This ride was there before Harry Potter got built there. So, like, they have one ride called the Flying Hippogriff that used to be called, I think, the Flying Unicorn. So, just switching the names. Do you watch any MTV shows? No, not anymore. I used to when I was in high school, like the stereotypical MTV shows you watch in high school, and as soon as I hit college, I kind of got out of that. And I'm glad I'm kind of out of it, because I mean, I watch Ridiculousness, but not like, oh my god, Ridiculous is on. I need to watch. I only watch it when there's like nothing else on TV. Okay, that's done with Jenna. Okay, back. No, wait, I'm going to save Gina's for last. Okay, I remember Emily's, even though I deleted hers, because I think she basically gave everyone the same questions. Who would I marry? Like, I think the question was, what celebrity would I marry? And I think she knows the answer to that. And Jack Bearcat. Like, just don't ask me why. Like, I finally got my Jack hug at the show a few weeks ago, and I'm just like, oh my god, finally, because I've been waiting for that, and he was the only one who hugged me. The only one out of the whole group, because it was after the show and they were sweaty, and Jack was the only one willing to hug us. The second question was, what would be my first dance song? And at this point, I don't even know. I mean, there was one song by Blake Shelton that I wanted to have a few years ago, but now that's no. I just don't know, because I don't listen to a lot of songs that I can picture being played at a wedding. I mean, yeah, I can make up a playlist and be like, I want this at my wedding, but I don't think I could pick a song to be my first dance, if that makes sense. Okay, now time for Gina's, which is why I saved for last. Okay, first question is, what did you really think of the How I Met Your Mother finale? Oh man, that finale. Honestly, okay, with Barney and Robin breaking up, I'm only going to say a few things about this because I can go on a rant about it. I usually do that with her on Uvu anyway. But, Barney and Robin, I saw it coming. They didn't work out the first time. They got together, they broke up. Now they're back together, they get married. I'm like, how long is this gonna last? Because they didn't work out the first time. If they were gonna work out the first time, they would have stayed together. That's all I gotta say. And like, I ship Barney and Nora so hard. Like, because she was the first woman who changed him. And to become a better man. And then you find out that the mother has actually been dead the entire time of this series. I think that shows my feelings towards the finale. And just like how Ted goes back to Robin, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, no, there's a reason it came out with the alternate ending. There's a reason, because they knew people were pissed at the original. And so I'm actually just redoing this for my own benefit, because I realized I went on too long about this one question. So that's why it got cut out. So the last question is, what is my favorite anime? Which is Black Butler. Black Butler, to just sum it up, or basically season 1. I think 12-year-old or 13-year-old, I can't remember his exact age, boy named CL is the head of the Phantom Hive, the house, the name, and all this other stuff. And like, he's rich, he's an earl. And because his parents died when he was younger, so automatically made him the next Earl of the Phantom Hive family. And shortly after his parents died, of what you can get from the show in general, is he made a contract with a demon named Sebastian. Now, you don't know Sebastian's real true form. That's the mystery of the show. You only see, like, his feet, really, and like their black heels, and people say that Sebastian in his demon form is fabulous. But as you learn, and like, you kind of wonder, like, why did he take on the form he did in human? But then you like learn in Book of Circus, which is, you can count as season 3, that that's what CL's dad looked like, and so basically Sebastian took on the form of CL's dad. So, And, like, CL is the Queen's guard dog. It takes place in London. And what it means by that is he defeats things that are not from the human world. Because she knows that about CL's secret and just having Sebastian, the demon, helping him out, blah, blah, blah. There you go. And when he made a contract with Sebastian, it means he will help CL complete what he wants, which is to find out who killed his parents. And then Sebastian gets to eat his soul. It's a dark anime. Like, it does start off dark, but by the time you get to, like, the third episode of season 1, it gets light and funny. They introduce CL's fiance, Lizzie, who you might find annoying at the beginning, but you get to grow to love her because you understand her and CL's relationship. I'm not going to go on more about that because you have to watch the show to actually understand about that part. So, like, season 1 ends, and, like, me and my friend are like, oh my god, okay, I'm happy with it. It's sad to see that now Sebastian has CL's soul, but you know what? That's what it was leading up to. We knew it. Then season 2 starts, and we're like, okay, new kid, new demon butler. And it's like, we're like, okay, new story. We didn't like it of how it started off. Because, like, his name is Alois Trancy and his butler's name Claude. And Alois Trancy, I understand that he had a messed up past, more of a messed up past than CL. And which is why it has led him to be a messed up person. But Alois Trancy is one of my least favorite characters in the whole show. I dislike him. I respect the people who do like him, though, because they understand Alois, and the people who cosplay him, it's fun to do. I understand, but you can't get me to like Alois Trancy. And also, Sebastian is a better butler than Claude. I'm just saying. I like shows with a dark side, but also has a happy side. And that's Black Butler, and that's why it pulled me in automatically as soon as I found it. Like, if you want to know how big of a fan I am of Black Butler, I got 3 plushies. This is not the real version of them. It's just the plushies I got of the characters. This is Sebastian. You can take off his hood. Yeah. And this is CL. And this is eye patch. And I actually just discovered this. I've had this for a year. They can take off the eye patch. And right here is his star. Well, not even a star. It's basically when he made the contract with Sebastian, he had to put the symbol of their contract in a very obvious place for their connection to be strong as it could be. Sebastian's is on his hand, and CL's is on his eye, and he wears an eye patch to cover it up. No one really knows about it. He actually stops people from seeing it. And then I have one more plushie, and this is Grell. He actually calls himself a woman. He is in love with Sebastian. Everybody knows it. Sebastian knows it. Sebastian uses it to his advantage sometimes. It's actually quite hilarious. What is the name? Grim Reaper? It's slipping my mind real quick. But when he gets first introduced, he's not in this form, his normal form. He is actually CL's, he is actually the butler of CL's aunt, Madame Red. Red. Like, he's klutzy, clumsy, dorky, obsessed with death, but then you find out why. So, like, he starts off as a clumsy butler, And then he becomes a villain. And then he becomes an ally to Ciel and Sebastian. And then I also have 2 little pop figures. I got these in the mail today, and I'm so happy they came today. This is Grell, and this is his death scythe. He doesn't call it a chainsaw because the time period it takes place in, they didn't have chainsaws. He just calls it a death scythe. So I love it. Beautiful view. One of my friends actually wants to cosplay him one day, and I highly encourage it because he will be a perfect Grell. And then this is Undertaker. Pretty much no explanatory of what his job is in the show because his name is Undertaker. He's also an ally of Ciel and Sebastian. And just do a full tour. And according to Grell, Undertaker is actually hot. And I'm going to take Grell's word for it because he loves hot men. Oh, they move. I just noticed that. Anyway, I also have a poster that I'm too lazy to get up to go show you. I also have a scroll that Jenna gave me for my birthday that was of Sebastian because she knows Sebastian is my anime bae. I also have a Black Butler tank top. I ordered a Undertaker tank top, but that didn't come. I got a complete different shirt, so I'm gonna have to mail it back. I mean, the slip exactly said Undertaker tank top, and I got a complete different anime tank top. So, yeah. And then one of my friends got me Black Butler high tops from an anime store back at home for my birthday, which I love. I wish they weren't white, but then again, it works better with the pattern that's on the shoe, which I'm also too lazy to get up and go get. I've also met the director that did the dub version of season 1 and 2, because the other 2 arcs of Black Butler, which is Book of Circus and Book of Murder, they just came out, like, I think Book of Circus came out last year, and Book of Murder came out this year, and, like, finally, they're all out. Like, they're only in sub, so it's going to take a long time for there to be a dub version. And I hope the same guy, it does it. I almost got to meet the woman who voices the dub version of Ciel this year. Almost. So close, but no, because I didn't get to go. If I were to cosplay a character from Black Butler, it would be Lizzie or Mayren. Mayren is a maid in Ciel's mansion, and obviously Lizzie is Ciel's fiance. The only reason I would do Mayren over Lizzie is because Mayren's outfit would be a hell lot easier than Lizzie's, because that's all I gotta say about it. Sorry about the sucker's lighting. It is 12:35, and yeah, I'm still wide awake. So, I'm gonna go. Bye.